Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to assemble the tissue box cover that is available on my applelover53.co.uk website in the ScanNCut cutting files shop, which is under the shop tab. So you go to my website, select the shop tab, and the first option I think is ScanNCut cutting files. So this is the cutting file. As you can see, I've just made one up quickly and it just sits over the top of a box of tissues. Now this box of tissues that I'm using is one from Tesco here in the UK, the Luxury Soft. You can see it is a bit roomy. I think that the box that looks like this, but that is I think it's the Kleenex brand, maybe marginally bigger, so hopefully that would fit in this box as well. But certainly if you're in the UK, like any of the own store brands, so like Tesco, Morrison's, etc., should fit in here. So this is one I've already assembled and decorated. I'm going to show you how to do it with another one. So in your cut file, you get all the elements on one mat to cut your 4 layers and the layer for the lid. And then the actual box itself is in 3 parts. Okay, so this is your lid, which I'm going to put on one side, and then you get these 2 other sections. So you get one that's got tabs on either end and one that hasn't. So the one that hasn't got the tabs is going to stick to the one that has got the tabs, so that these 3 tabs along the top are all next to each other. So you don't want to stick it like this. You want to stick it like this. So the way that I'm going to do it, first of all, you need to fold and burnish on the score lines that are already in the file for you. So now I've got this like this, I'm going to fold this right hand tab in and I'm going to put some adhesive here. I'm going to be, just for the sake of the video, I'm going to be using my Seal Plus, which is a really strong adhesive that I sell in my Stampin' Up shop. And it's just going over the edge slightly, so I'm just going to fold it back on itself. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to butt this section up against this section so that the bottom of the box lines up, and that should hopefully line up everything else. And then I'm just going to fold that down. You could use something like our Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue, or just use a nice strong wet glue. Now you've got that. So now this is your lid and this is going to attach here. Now you can do this 2 ways. You can either put the flap so it goes on the underside and stick it, or you can stick it on the inside like you've done this one. It's kind of a bit of personal preference really, how you want to do it. On this one, I put the fold on the outside, but once you've got the designer series paper over it, you can't really see it, and that can be the back of the box anyway. So, but for this one, I think what I'll do, I'll apply the glue and I'll stick it on the inside. Again, I'm just going to use my Seal Plus. So again, I'm going to fold it out of the way. I'm going to line up the edges like so, and then fold that down. So we've got, on this one, I've got both the joins on the inside. On this one, I had the join on the inside on this piece, but on the lid, I had it on the outside. Like I say, it's entirely up to you. So now it's just a case of decorating. I probably would decorate this before you glue it all together, because I think it's going to be easier to do it that way. So I'm going to start with the lid and I'm going to have this blue pattern on the outside. So try and get your glue as close to the edge as possible, and then you won't kind of have any lifting. But one thing I did think of with this, if you used something like a removable adhesive, you could use removable adhesive on your layers, and then you could switch out the layers to match your colour scheme or season or, you know, holiday decor without recutting the box every time. It's kind of worth a try. So this, the circle, the oval matches up with the oval on the lid. So if you get your ovals lined up, then this should fit in place for you. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue all around the edges. And then I think, as I say, this is probably easier to do it while it's flat. This one, I did it once it was assembled, but after I'd done it, I thought, why did I not just, you know, do it while it was all flat on my desk? I've made these, I think it's about 1/4 of an inch smaller, so you should have a nice border all the way round. Just move it along so we can get them to all line up. I'm full of a cold. It's not the dreaded you know what, just a cold. Okay, so I'm just going to burnish over all those now, just to let that liquid adhesive spread around. So now you're going to turn it over, fold in the first fold line, and you're going to apply some adhesive here, then you're going to fold that over, and that's going to glue everything together. So being as though I've got the wet glue open, I'll use the wet glue. Just hold that down for a few seconds. I mean, these are great because you can cut the cut file as many times as you want, decorate them for every, you know, theme or colour in your house. So now you've got this, so you're just going to fold in your tabs. Might be easier to actually put it over your box at this stage. So I'm just to kind of square it up. So I've got my 2 side tabs folded in, I've got this folded in, and then this is going to come over like so. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue here and here for now. That's just going to hold that in place, and then I'm going to apply glue on the 3 tabs. So again, I'm just going to use liquid glue for this. Just try and get the glue near to the edges, but not so that it's overflowing out everywhere. And then once you know you've got it nice and square, bring this over and just give it a gentle rub. Now I'm going to lift it off the box, and I'm just going to put it down flat, and I'm just going to go in with my bone folder just to press all that glue down. So that's your tissue box cover all made, and then, as I say, it will sit over, and that's how it's going to look. So that's one, and that's the other one I've done. So I hope you found that helpful. Please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Share the link with your friends or any of your crafty friends that have got a ScanNCut to my ScanNCut cutting file shop, because there are now lots of ScanNCut cutting files there available that can be cut on any model ScanNCut machine. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.